Do.
Second down and 8 from the 34, just shy of the 35. Toss coming near side to Harris. Harris across the 35, across the 40, across the 45. He's across midfield. Gain of about 20 for Greg Harris. First and 10 from the 15 for Sterling. Handed off to near side. Nice move there by Greg Harris. Greg Harris across the 30, across the 40. He's got man in front of him. He's got a caravan. Harris cuts it back inside. He's tackled inside the 25 at the 22-yard line. Nice job by Greg Harris. Beautiful run.
Well, a great run by Greg Harris, cutting in, cutting out. And the nice thing I like here towards the end, you see the discipline from Jameer Beasley. Getting close, you're tempted to make that block, but as that kid turns around.
It's going to be a timeout.
Here's another
Cherry
look
Hill
at
West.
it on
We'll take
replay.
another. That was good timing. We can take another look at this. Harris streaking down the near sideline, decides to cut it back inside off of the block from Deanley. And you're going to see the strip. That ball is out.
Yeah.
That was opening quarter on homecoming. Handoff. Goes to Hutchinson inside the 5, and he's in. Demir Hutchinson from 5 yards out opens up the scoring. 6-0 Sterling.
Well, after a rough first series of downs, and defensively allowing Cherry Hill West to move the ball, get first downs, you needed a drive and you needed to score on this series of downs right here. We were talking about imposing their will on the Cherry Hill West defense, and they did just that, especially on these last two plays. You see the nice drive up front, and of course, Demir Hutchinson finishes it off.
Thanks to Demir Hutchinson's 5-yard touchdown run, his 6th of the year. Barrett, play action, back to pass, looking across the middle, and it is caught. Nice catch on the juggle by Joel Deanley into Cherry Hill West territory. What an adjustment by Deanley.
Yeah, what a great job of just adjusting your body in the air. That's been, I think, one of the many impressive things we've seen from this team this year. Obviously didn't pass a lot last year, but the way the receivers, first of all, we always talk about them using their hands to catch the ball, not catching it in their bodies, but reacting to a ball in the air, and that's just something you have to have a knack for doing. And you see Joel Deanley right.
First and 10 now for Sterling. And it's going to go to Deanley on the pitch to the outside. He's across the 40, across the 30. He approaches the 20-yard line, pushed out of bounds at about the 23. And another first down for Sterling.
And I think it's a case right now of West being not only having that Sterling will imposed on him on the offensive line, but just having to handle too many weapons. You know, we see Greg Harris.
Harris in motion. And go to Harris. Approaches the goal line, and he scores. Greg Harris from 6 yards out. That's his 6th rushing touchdown of the season to match Demir Hutchinson. It's 13-0 Sterling.
Well, this is a case where you're thinking they're going to come at you with Demir Hutchinson. They key on Demir Hutchinson, and if you just hold up one step, you're one step slow to get to the outside, get to Greg Harris, and Harris gets in for a touchdown right here. You see Mike Moore's.
Williams from the shotgun, same look as before. Williams going to look right, throw right, has a man complete. He is buried. Simmons is absolutely buried. Hit stick right there by Jameer Beasley.
Yeah, he was getting a catch, but there was no turning upfield. What a hit! And that's the other thing we're seeing from Sterling. That's just textbook hit right there.
And here's what I like about that tackle.
Shoulder.
Yep.
You wrap, you hit low like you want to hit, and that's a great job by Jameer Beasley.
No helmet to helmet there, and just got the head down there and made it a legal tackle. And that could have been real dangerous for Naeem Simmons.
Yeah, and a lot of times with defense.
For Cherry Hill West from the far hash. Back to pass, being pressured, and he's hit and sacked and dropped in the backfield by Lamar Price. Penalty marker comes in late. They're going to put Harris in motion. Barrett, back to pass, being pressured, coming to the near side, trying to get away, stiff arms him in, goes across the 30, he's going to keep it himself, and he's pushed out of bounds at about the 35. Smart decision by C.J. Barrett there, and really nowhere to go on that one.
Yeah, his decision-making has just been outstanding this year. Keeps the eyes downfield, constantly looking downfield. Might have had match it right there, but once you make that decision, I think.
We'll get to that game in a little bit. Barrett, back to pass on first down, has Matchett, shoestring catch, dives across the 40. Unbelievable catch off the fingertips by Jared Matchett. Another Sterling first down. What an effort.
That's great.
We said match it. We thought he was open the previous time, and probably, he doesn't have Jameer Beasley speed, but he can get away from defenders. We've seen it tonight a couple times. In great hands by Match, a kid who's got 5 touchdown receptions this year.
I tell you what, if that's on the money, that's 6.
Yep.
Without a doubt.
That's great placement there for CJ, just to put it over the shoulder and keep it from anywhere close to a defender.
Yeah. That's a good point, Greg. Either Match it gets it or nobody.
Harris on first down. He's across the 15, dragged out of bounds as he approaches the 10. Pushed out of bounds about the 12.
To just put it into the arms of Jacoby Streeter.
Hutchinson right up the middle looking for his second touchdown of the night. And he gets it. This time from 3 yards out. Hutchinson increases the Sterling lead 20-000.
Right here we
can
can see
back to Hutchinson, and obviously West had no answer. They haven't had any answer for this Sterling offense all first half.
And right there you can see the strength of the Sterling front and Damir Hutchinson. Sterling.
2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Barrett back to pass from his own 35. Looking, being pressured across the 30, across the 40, across the midfield, and he gets out of bounds at about the 37-yard line with 6.1 remaining, and now he's in the position where he can hurl one into the end zone.
I was going to say, good job by C.J. Barrett, sensing everybody was covered. Get yourself a little bit closer, and like you said, just chuck the ball up, go to the end zone. You might want to send Jacoby.
1st and 10. Barrett looking right across the middle. It's caught by Matchett inside the 25. 0.7 remaining. They can take a timeout, and they will. A little home cooking on the clock here. They have 0.7 remaining, and now they take a timeout. Their final timeout, and now the snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is a line drive, and it is no good. Had the distance, but he pushed it right.
Had their way with this Cherry Hill West defense.
Low line drive kick, taken on a bounce by Beasley at about the 20. Beasley across the 30, across the 40, one man to beat, being pursued, and he is brought down inside the 35. Man, did he get that burst of speed that we've seen so often this season.
That was reminiscent of the West Stepford opening kickoff run back. But what speed? You talk about speed being a difference maker. For him at any position on the field. Obviously, kickoff return, we've seen him really blow past people. At the
2nd down and goal. Hutchinson gets the call, and he scores. Damir Hutchinson, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the evening. Throw the hats on the field, ladies and gentlemen. He's picked up the hat trick. Sterling leading this one 28-0.
Now Hutchinson going off to that left side. Really didn't have to do much there. You just
going to his right, has it complete to Naeem Simmons, and he is absolutely buried by Jared Matchett, who's an unbelievable player for Sterling, both offensively and defensively this year.
Absolutely. And guys, what I'm seeing right now goes back to what we were talking about. They had a breakdown with Alberto in the big run.
Yep.
Come back in succession and make 2 really nice defensive stops, and that's really what we've been seeing as this season progresses. Give that receiver a little bit of extra time to get separation, and he connects.
1st and goal from the 5s, wrapped up in the backfield. Jacoby Streeter, arguably the newcomer of the year for Sterling.
Yep.
Yeah, no question about it. And on this play, you see him go right there. And again, the thing I like about him is,
and after the holding penalty, it's 2nd and goal from the 25. Williams now from the shotgun trying to set up the screen. He cannot wrestle down. Penalty marker comes down.
I don't think this is a good call. He went up high, but it was the shoulder pads. I don't know that it was the helmet.
As he tries to scramble out to his left. Had the sack, and also had, is that Streeter in there as well? No, it's Damir Hutchinson, in there as well. So operating from the shotgun now is Max McCullough on 3rd down. Being pressured, running for his life, and he throws a pick. Coming the other way is Matchett. Matchett with nothing but green in front of him. Matchett's going to go all the way into the end zone for the pick 6. Touchdown Sterling.
He told me last week he didn't have speed. I saw speed there, right, Greg? Did you see speed? Andrew?
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, looks like the fastest he's ever run.
I'm going to have to talk to him after this game, make him rethink that statement. Well, that's, where Sterling's tough. They make mistakes. They get other teams to have them pinned back in the red zone, and they come up with big plays. We're talking about Cinnamon right now, West Deptford, the Cinnamon game. They had the ball deep into Sterling and came up with a couple big. You look at that. That's awesome. Especially, like we said, losing last year in every excruciating way you could have possibly lost a game.
After this play, we'll see if we can take a look at it. Handoff. Nothing but daylight in front of him is Harris. Harris looking for another touchdown, and he gets it. Greg Harris from 41 yards out scores his second touchdown of the night and his seventh of the season.
Coaches have to be happy with Greg Harris carrying the ball in the left hand here as he goes to the left sideline. Great run, great game, just a great season all around by Greg Harris.
Yep, kind of tell that they want to get this game back.
I don't think the Sterling players, obviously they don't know the West Deptford score, but when they get back in the locker room, you have to know that that's going to go around real quick.
Yep. And that hopefully that inspires them to work even harder in practice this week to prepare for Haddonfield.
Delsey defeating Woodrow Wilson 29-6. Ball comes out, and falling on it is Tavon White, scampering down the far sideline. He's wrangled out of bounds inside the 25. Sterling capitalizes on the turnover and keeps the shutout alive with 2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
Yeah, great play there.
It's Tavon White. Yep.
Good to see the senior get in there and make something happen. Great kid, Tavon. Had him in class last year. Just a great all-around kid. A real good wrestler. Great job by our tech crew. And I believe that was Marquise Young.
Your final score, 43-0 Sterling. We'll see you next Saturday. Sterling and Haddonfield on Sterling High School Radio.